guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and in today's video I'll be diving in on why I didn't accomplish any of my goals for 2021 and what I learned, so you guys can learn from my mistakes and hopefully get closer to accomplishing your goals. So if that sounds good to you, let's just get started. So the first mistake that I made was setting too many goals. I set 7 goals for myself. That's too many for me, personally. If you can set and accomplish 7 goals, you are amazing. Good job. A+, But for me, 7 was too many. I couldn't focus on any certain goal because I had so many that I had set for myself. I couldn't, there's only a certain amount of time within the day. So to get all that stuff done was just overwhelming for me, and with overwhelming feelings, I just don't do anything. So if I get overwhelmed, I just don't do anything. I'll go and, binge a show instead of trying to get started on any of my goals. So that was kind of the first mistake that I made when making my goals. So the second mistake that I made when setting my goals was setting an unattainable goal. And what I mean by this is one of the goals that I set was to take my outfit photo daily and post it on Instagram. And this is impossible. I'm not always on Instagram, and I am not in the mindset of that habit. And so I didn't allow for myself to have any wiggle room, or let's say I skip a day, or I miss a day, or I forget a day, or whatever, I don't get dressed that day, just in sweats or whatever, and I want to post my outfit, then I've already failed my goal. So instead of, setting the goal and actually achieving it, I would, miss a day or a week, and then I would just be like, all right, well, I give up because I've already failed at the goal, and I'm, 3 weeks in or whatever. So I think if I was to do it over again, I would be flexible and do 3 days, so I have the opportunity to, still meet my goal even if I miss a day, or, just give myself flexibility when it comes to that, give myself the time to set the habit before I try and set such a, lofty goal for myself. The third mistake that I made when setting my goals for 2021 was setting an unmeasurable goal. And what I did was I set a goal for myself that was like, do things that make me happy. And that's a very vague goal. And so when I looked back, I was like, did I succeed at that? I don't know. I am a happy person. I feel happy. But did I, do these, weekly or monthly or whatever? No, there's nothing that's making me feel like I'm closer or farther or whatever from my goal. So I just feel like if you're going to set a couple of goals, making it measurable and so you can kind of keep track and make sure that you're kind of fulfilling the goal is important. The fourth mistake that I made was making my goal too complicated. So one of the goals that I set for myself was to do a low buy after I had done a no buy in 2020, and I'll link the low buy video that I made down below because it's so complicated. The rules are complicated. Somebody commented that they needed a math degree to keep up with what the rules were. And that's basically my life. I make everything a little more complicated than it needs to be. So I think I am going to reset this goal in 2022. I'm going to try and, I'll explain my goals at the end of the video, but basically I'm going to make it very simple and easy to follow, so I'm not trying to keep track of all the rules to set my goal and to hit my goal. And the last mistake that I made when setting my 2021 goals was setting goals that were way too ambitious. I set so many ambitious goals, and that's good if you have one. That's great. Be ambitious, or do a goal that you think you can accomplish, and then a goal that's super ambitious. I think that's great, having a stretch goal. But I set 4 goals that were ambitious. I wanted to post 40 videos in the year. I wanted 48 blog posts. I wanted to read 1 book every 2 weeks. I set these goals that would be hard for me if they were my only goal. And I So I got overwhelmed. I was like, well, this is a lot. I need to be really militant with my time management skills, which I'm not at this point. And it was not easy to do. And so a lot of goals just got like totally knocked out within like 2 or 3 months of me trying to accomplish them. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's already taken me more than 2 weeks to read this book, whatever. So there was a lot going on, and so a lot of goals were just given up on immediately because there was too many and it was too ambitious for me to complete within the year. So those are the mistakes that I made in 2021 and all the things that I learned by not accomplishing those goals. So with this year, I've set 3 goals, 3 simple, easy goals to follow, and I'm just going to tell you guys so that I can keep myself, motivated. Number 1 is to post 35 videos in 2022, and that's 5 more videos than I posted this year, so I'm hoping that incremental increase will be accomplishable, and if I can post 40 videos, like that's my stretch goal, I think that'll be great, and so that's where I'm at with that. Easy, simple. It's a slight increase from this year, but it's still, a goal that I really want to accomplish. Number 2 is I want to read 1 book per month, which is, again, like a little bit of a stretch from last year. Last year, I wanted to read a book every 2 weeks. That's just not going to work for me. And this year, I want to read 1 book a month. I already have the first 2 months' books, ready to go so that I'm not like searching for a book to read and I, start to get worried like, oh, I can't find a book I want to read. I'm not going to read one this month or whatever. So super easy, super simple, and just a little bit easier than the goal that I didn't complete last year. Finally, like I mentioned, I wanted to do a low buy in 2021. It was not successful because it was complicated and there was too many rules and it was just a mess. So this year I wanted to make it super simple, and I'm only buying 30 items of clothing in the entire year, which is about 15 less than I bought this year. And so I think that'll be attainable. It'll be easier for me to keep track of, and I'll be able to accomplish it a little easier. Alright guys, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments down below any goals or resolutions that you've set for yourself in 2022. And if you don't want to miss anything from me, make sure to subscribe. I put up new videos every Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!